Fourth Wing, book talk extraordinaire, biggest book talk book I've ever seen. And off rip for this review, I just want to speak directly to the women watching this. Do you involuntarily heat up every time you see a hot man? I'm not a hot man, so I wouldn't know, but genuinely, every time Violet saw Jaden, or Zayden, whatever his name is, she was talking about oh, I felt a warm, tingling feeling downstairs. Oh, I'm so hot right now. If you don't shut your bitch ass up. Anyways, on to the actual review itself, I want to talk about the first portion of this book, which was kind of like the ranking portion where she was qualified to be a dragon rider, and I was getting heavy Divergent vibes from this. If you read Divergent, Triss kind of went through the same thing as Violet did, where she kind of had to work her way, and she had to use her own tactics because she wasn't as strong as the other characters. And yeah, I just felt a heavy Divergent vibes, which was actually something I didn't mind. I find that stuff to be really fun. You kind of have to just turn your brain off and just enjoy it. And yeah, that's what I did, and I did enjoy this portion of the book. On to my second point of the review. It's going to be talking about the smart girl, or the smart trope, and I feel like this was very poorly done in my opinion. I feel like this is where authors can really shine, really show their brains, really show their plans. But I feel like Rebecca Yarros did not really show much. Like her whole plan where she stole her mother's map, okay, you're really smart for doing that. Shut up. They poisoned one guard. They snuck in behind two guards, and it's okay, you're not really that smart. I feel like animes really do this trope well. If you know Shikamaru from Naruto, I feel like that's one of the best smart people tropes I've seen, and I feel like Violet doesn't really rank up with those. On to the final point of it, and yeah, this is the point where I dropped the book. It's gonna be the point where she got her dragons at the end, and I just felt like this was kind of undeserved. I don't feel like Violet showed enough. Okay, she remembers biology and she does her history homework. Does that mean she gets to bond two dragons? Not really, in my opinion. And the way they talked and stuff, I just found that a bit ridiculous. I know it's fantasy, so it's meant to be ridiculous, but I found this to be a little too OD, overdose. So yeah, I couldn't really finish this book. In general though, final review, I think I give this a 3-star out of 5. It's a fun book. I know, I can see why people like it. I know Zayden's actually not a bad character. I didn't mind him. Dane, very questionable guy, and I just found that stuff to be really stupid. But yeah, this book, I can see why people like it, and I actually might go ahead and finish the series eventually.